everybody? It's Rockman 3K3.
And always, I am Brother H.
We are back again for another great episode of The Nerd Plate on this wonderful Black History Month. You guys are in for a great treat. We got a lot to talk about today. Me and Brother H are sitting here. We're looking at the nerd culture, and we got a lot of stuff going on. Before I jump into that, of course, Brother H, how you doing, sir?
Well, my brother, I'm a little under the weather, as you may tell. Throughout this episode, I'm sorry if I may sniffle. I do have a touch of a cold that I'm sure the white man has projected through the airways to infect me with his propaganda to believe that Jesus was white, baseball is pure, and apple pie is the best thing you've ever had.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely some white propaganda right there.
Excuse me. But no, brother, I've been under the weather for about a week now, so I'm just making it through. Brother C-Dub sends his regards as always. He will be back March 1st. Got scared for a second, didn't you? Like this. Whew.
All right.
I understand the break, but good Lord.
Good Lord.
But other than that, we're doing fine. Other than the minor setbacks life has brought to us, we're going to make it, you know?
Yeah.
I've been burning sage and using cocoa butter for the last week to hopefully rid myself of this illness, and trying to drink water from springs and coconuts and all those other herbs and such that you see my people use. I don't know, I was running out of shit. But
you forgot juice in the hair. You forgot juice in the hair.
Oh, well, the hair always stays luxurious, my brother. Excuse me. But no, we're just trying to come over this illness, and we're just trying to make it out here in this white world before they, throw the rock and hide their hand and blame it on us like they always do.
This is true.
How about you, sir?
Oh, Brother H, I'm just out here trying to make it, man. It's, as you said, it's been rough. Just trying to make it out here. Just trying to stay afloat. Try to find a job. It's tough. This economy is terrible. I'm feeling it. So hopefully, I'll still be here.
The president is a sleepy man, and
it is.
They expect us to run. He expect him to run this country.
This is true. I'm not going to speak bad on Sleepy Joe because, of course, he freed the financial aid slaves. But
that's what you think, my brother. They only freed you temporarily. That money's gonna come from another spot, my brother. Don't worry.
Talk about it. It's like they took us from one sun and put us under the second sun.
Exactly. Out of the frying pan and into the other frying pan.
Because there's three.
Oh. I thought you meant frying pans. I was like, whoa.
There are three. It feels like that in life too right now. 3 frying pans where I just I got out. Oh, back in this one. Oh, Captain. Oh, you gonna see me now? Okay. So.
Yeah, brother, that money's gonna come from another spot, my brother. They just gonna take it out of something else that you are already benefiting from.
It's true.
Perhaps a future 401k that you may get won't be yours because of all the money that you were relieved of through Sally Mae.
Well, listen,
they got forgiven.
Listen, they have to have a reason for us to not have Social Security when we get to that age, because we're not going to have it.
Oh, brother, I didn't even think Social Security existed until I was 15. And then, by the time I had officially started working, Social Security is a fever dream of my generation, my brother.
These are facts, my good man. These are facts.
So, don't rely on the white man's money and problems. Focus on yourself, King.
That's what I'm doing.
You got it in here, brother.
Got to.
From the top of the pyramids. From the top of the pyramids, we scream.
Peak blackness. I feel it. It's coming. That's why Kingdom of Hell coming. I feel it.
Also, the Super Bowl was yesterday, and And I do have to say it was a wonderful game for the little bit that I was awake for. Congratulations to Patrick Mahomes. I understand. Well, Brother C-Dub tells me you don't talk about sports on this show. I
I do not.
understand,
No,
but
no.
but I do have to congratulate Brother Holmes and brother
Jalen Hurts, man.
Mahomes and brother Hurts.
Can we also congratulate him and just be like, yo, man, that's Alabama's own right there. Y'all support that dude. Yeah, he didn't win, but come on, man. Congratulate that man.
That's true.
He came a long way.
He was 100% built by Bama. I don't know why people from Oklahoma was like, that's our quarterback. Nah,
Don't be trying to claim him. Don't be trying to claim him.
He won a championship here. Let's
The Iron Bowl is all that matters. Straight up. Let them know.
Yeah, I guess that's true. The Iron Bowl is the only game that really matters to Auburn fans. Alabama fans don't have anything to worry about. They normally win.
Let them be great. Let them be great.
I try, but God, being an Auburn fan is tough, bro. Jesus, Lord have mercy.
I mean, you know what? But you know, it's not. At least you're not a Knicks fan, because that's even tougher. Or a Cowboys fan. I'm a closet Cowboy fan. Let me tell you, it's just doesn't help.
I'm about to say I see you on the Cowboy, but the Knicks on the up, bro.
They are. You know what? I kind of feel like with the right structuring of a team, I'm not gonna say they're gonna win a playoff.
Don't say no vague sports. Don't say no vague sports statement that's going.
3 to 4 years, maybe. But I do hope they break the curse one day, because damn, they've been having that shit since the 90s when I was interested in basketball. So,
I mean,
we've all seen it. Only a few people curse. Other people.
They're 7th seed, so right now, I mean, they'd be in the playoffs if playoffs started today. And they play the 2nd seed, which is in the East. That'd be the Bucks. So that's a toss-up, because Bucks kind of weird right now. Anyway, I just want to thank the NFL for allowing 2 black quarterbacks to participate in the biggest game on the biggest stage. I was pulling for Hurts myself, because he's an Alabama football player, and I have to support my state's team. For me, it goes team, state, then conference. So that's how my ranking goes.
Okay.
But like I said, I've been sick. So when the 4th quarter started, I dozed off. And when I woke up, the nightly news was on. So I didn't find out that the Chiefs won until the next day.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about a lot of these trailers and such that premiered during the Super Bowl. And we're going to get into it. So
that's it. Well, without further ado.
Wait, time out. One more thing. I do have one thing. I forgot. I do apologize on the Black Creators for the month has not been posted since last Tuesday. Life's been very rough for me, brother and sisters.
Everybody. So, everybody on the show right now.
On top of work struggles and family struggles and illness, I just hadn't put enough time into it. But someone did make a comment in my group, one of our group chats last week, and it also brings up a good point that I've never actually told you this, but we've been supporting a black creator, and he's one of our favorite black creators since probably last year. Can you guess what that brother's name is?
Timecodes?
I don't know who that is. No. Guess again.
Oh,
he's one we celebrate and we talk about more often than not.
Mike Tyson? The Iron God? Mike Tyson?
No, we need to. As soon as we find something that he sponsors that I can use, we'll do it. But no, we've been supporting Brother Ray J.
Since the problematic God, Ray J.
For at least a year and a half, and it never occurred to me that I never told you that I bought his headphones.
You bought the Raycons?
I've had them.
I didn't know that's what those were. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've had them since September, and for some reason it never came to my mind to say that, even though we talk about Ray J religiously on the show.
No, yes, man's
somebody in my group chat.
I'm gonna make it. Love that dude.
Between glasses, e-bikes, and earbuds, and everything, he's gonna get it done.
let me tell you something. If we gonna make it as a person, Ray J.
And they're not bad earphones, but
No, they're really good. His
as
it's popping
some
off,
of
man.
as some of my peers have changed their Facebook profile pictures to my likeness, which I do appreciate. It warms my heart. Someone pointed out that I had earbuds in, and they asked were they Raycons. I was like, yes, they are. And then it just never came up to me that yeah, these are Raycons. So
Give that man his
we're
flowers.
using Raycons for like September. So yes, we do. That is our Black creator for until I can put out another one. Hopefully, things don't get too hectic this week, and I can get back to it. So shout out to Ray J.
Shout out to Ray J. And also, I want to go in and also say, too, I'm sorry, I've been lacking on putting out the teaser clips for the shows. I do apologize about that myself, guys. Same thing as Brother H has been telling you, just a lot of things been getting in the way. And just I apologize. It's just been
Hard, man.
real hectic. Yeah, it's been hard on us. So please forgive us. Please continue to be patient with us. And thank you so much for your patience. And you know, we're still putting out good content. It just things are a little crazy for you boys right now. You know, we've been going 330 strong. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been putting out a lot of episodes. So
no breaks.
No breaks. So hey, listen, like, you know, please just work with us. You know we good for the content. It's just gonna take us a minute. So but we go. Anyway, Brother H, you want me to start, sir?
Well, you got condolences, remember?
I do, and thank you. I want to start off with that first. I have to. This hurts my heart, man, because this was a lot of my teenage years and a lot of great music. But I gotta give condolences to the family of Dave, aka Trugoy, from De La Soul. I can't say his last name, so I'll just say Dave the Trugoy. Because it's very hard to pronounce. But y'all, if you don't know who De La Soul is, one of the best rap hip hop groups of all time. They're right up there with Tribe Called Quest, Outkast, the X Clan, leaders of the new school. Like they were they were together for so many decades. It's insane. And they never broke up. No one ever did a solo album. Great. And Dave was one of the greatest MCs of all time. If you want some examples of like his great verses and rhymes and musics, Me, Myself, and I, much more, which is a little bit more recent. It Ain't All Good, which was great. Stakes is High, which was like one of their just monumentous paramounts of hip hop classics. And it just had they had so many hits. Ooh, 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 with like Redman and Rob Digger. Like they were great. And it hurts my heart, man, because like I said, I grew up with these guys. So, you know, rest in peace, Dave. Thank you so much for your music. We appreciate you, brother. I hate that this happened. And I know we all have to eventually leave this plane, man. But he was just, I selfishly wanted him to still be here because it was like losing, you know, Jay Dilla. It was like losing another influential hip hop artist or hip hop producer. And, you know, Dave the Trugoy was one of those. Because, again, De La Soul, man, they always were together. And I know, I can only imagine what they're going through because they were like brothers. So, and they were always in everything together, from their music to even their fight for their music. None of them would do any kind of concerts or anything till they got out of that contract with Tommy Boy. And they even went on like Teen Titans Go to like make fun of the record companies not giving them the music back. And they were like, we'll fight for our music. And they finally got their music back. And they released, re-released one of their greatest albums on stream. I forgot which one it was. And then, you know, this happened. So it hurts me like deeply, man, because I've really enjoyed their music. But thank you so much for everything you've done. Thank you for helping me through a lot of times in high school, a lot of depressing times. Man, just RIP to the GOAT, because there'll never be another, man. Thank you.
We do say thank you, and we appreciate what you've done for the hip hop community and for the Black community.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Rest in peace, brother. Rest in peace.
Whew. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's get into it.
Good.
Brother H, what you got for me today?
Well, I'm going to let you pick. You want to do something you definitely won't care about, something that you do care about, and then something that you will play. Sorry, trying to be
Oh,
vague, but it's okay.
nah, I got you. Let me do the first one. Let me get 21 to do something for me. Give me the thing I don't like.
Okay, I was about to say, which one was that? So, um, going back to sports. I'm sorry, you can go ahead and zone out if you want to. It's okay. It's perfectly okay. I understand. It's just something that
I just yay sports.
yay sports.
Yay sports.
Uh, it's funny that you say yay sports because EA Sports. Um,
Definitely don't care about them.
well, if you do like sports, you know the EA Sports has been the forefront of two of the best, which is both types of football, American football and football as in soccer. Well, EA Sports apparently has taken since they've taken off, and they have EA FC, which is the free
Football
to
club.
play football club game that is supposed to be the competitor to FIFA.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since FIFA walked, well, no, EA actually stepped away from FIFA. Well, EA is apparently closed. They're apparently trying to steal away whatever's left from any other soccer competitor because they're apparently closing in on a deal with the Premier League, the English Premier League, at least.
Okay. Okay.
So, according to Sky, this deal is worth 600. It has it in pounds, but $600 million, and will
Mm.
apparently deliver the Premier League around $95 million annually. Sounds like a lot, and apparently it's double the previous deal between the parties.
Mm.
But this also remember also that the Ultimate Team mode in FIFA EA soccer games alone delivers an incredible $1.6 billion in revenue per year.
Right.
With this deal, EA will retain exclusive video game rights to the league and remain as a lead partner. There was never any doubt that EA will be able to make this deal, and it's easy to assume that all other deals required to ensure EA Sports FC is as a fully featured to its FIFA predecessors will fall into place behind it.
Mm.
The people who don't know, the Premier League is known as the marketing and commercial powerhouse. It features many of the world's most famous clubs, including Manchester United, City,
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea, Liverpool, and Arsenal, and other teams such as Tottenham Hotspurs,
I mean,
etc., etc., etc.
if you think about it, and just talking from the little bit of knowledge that I know of, it's pretty smart on their part
It
because
is
I mean, honestly, the only people left to compete with EA is like 2K if 2K
2K.
gets back in, which they haven't done the football, aka soccer, in a
We've done
while.
soccer since
UEFA or the
2000
Evolution series by
PES.
Konami, PES, yeah, Pro Evolution. They're not. We know they're trash now. They're
But I
not
say, but I was about to say,
Ever.
even if they do, they were still going to have to pay
Yeah,
for the
an
licenses.
exorbitant amount,
Yeah.
And I mean, unless FIFA just wants to get back at EA and just be like, yeah, sure, that's definitely not going to happen. And then the only other sports, yeah, that's really about it. Really, the only people in the football game or the
In
European
soccer,
football, yeah,
absolutely,
was like EA, 2K,
and UEFA,
and
and
UEFA slash Konami, but
all right. Now this deal is it's good, but it's not good because FIFA still retains rights to the World Cup, which the World Cup,
mm,
obviously the biggest sporting event in the world. I don't care what anybody says. It's not the Super Bowl. It's not the NBA Finals. It's the World Cup, and it's not the
right,
Olympics. The World Cup averaged 10 billion people this year. 10
yeah, which
billion people.
which will be here in the states this next in the next three or
The
four
next
years.
go around,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a 4-year thing.
yeah. Thank you.
Um, but yeah, at the time of the breakup, FIFA pledged to keep FIFA games going independently, but without EA's expertise and without partners like the Premier League, it's hard to see how they'll compete. Now, this means nothing to people who don't play sports games. For me, myself, and Brother C Dub, very passionate football fans.
Right.
As I'm recording this, I was finishing watching the United States team play. Uh, They won. Doesn't matter. Nobody
Mm.
cares about the. They were playing Trinidad. Trinidad's awful.
Oh,
But as far as FIFA goes, FIFA's a great game. I would like to say that EAFC is good. It's not. It's very cartoony, and
mm-hmm.
the way the game. It seems like the game was set up. I know the game was set up to spite FIFA. You know, try to take away some of that money,
Mm-hmm.
but it just wasn't built good. Yeah, you don't have the ultimate team aspect that FIFA does. You don't have the career mode that FIFA does. But what EAFC prides itself in is, you know, being vastly different. It's the same. It's not that different because you can't really change the game that much. I think they
Right.
tried to do what PES did and add their
Mm-hmm.
own special features. For PES,
Yeah.
it was a dribbling system. For
The left,
EAFC,
right. Yeah.
I honestly can't tell what it is because playing the game for at least a day or two
Mm-hmm.
seemed really fun, but the online play is terrible. The teams did not match the rosters. For example, I think I played my favorite team, and by the C Dubs, favorite team has been Barcelona. We've
Mm-hmm.
been Barcelona fans since 2006. When Messi was there and Ronaldinho was there, we went
Mm-hmm.
through Ibrahimovic years, and when Messi eventually left, you know, we believe in staying true to a team. We still love
Mm-hmm.
Messi. Don't
Right.
get me
Right.
wrong. We
Right.
still love Messi.
Right.
He's a god.
Right. Go ahead.
Past goated. That's a level beyond goat. That is
Because he showed out this year. That was it.
that is
My man's
literally a
came
level
through.
above goat. Like there's Jordan and there's Brady and there's somebody else here, but Messi's like 20 points above that because the man literally has done everything when it comes to soccer.
This is true.
And as much as I wanted to root for Kylian Mbappe because he is a black man playing soccer against majority white people, as much as I wanted to root for him in the World Cup, got to roll with Messi because Messi's the guy. Messi's the guy.
It's true.
But Mbappe has youth on his side, and he's probably next up, honestly, because Ronaldo's about to retire. Anyway, back to EAFC. We play with Barcelona. None of the players seem to match up with the players on the roster. To which I looked into was like, are these created players? Or these players that they just don't have license? No, the players really exist, but for some odd reason, you have to win them on like a.
That's
I don't.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting to
Yeah,
see where it was.
yeah.
So let me ask you this: is that locked behind monetary? Like, can you unlock them? And do they also have a monetary option?
I did not see a monetary option,
Okay.
but I did see like the tier system in which you win this game, you'll get this level of rewards, you'll get this player, you'll get this player. Now playing the computer, easily, simple, not fun.
Yeah.
Jump online, and then you find people who have been playing this game since it came out, and they have full teams that look like real teams. For example, PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, which is the team that Messi plays for.
Right.
Everybody knows they have Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi, and drawing a blank on the man's name. Not Luis Suarez. What's the other guy's name? Damn.
Wish I could help you.
I know, it's okay. I'll remember in a second. But so they have three of the best players in soccer. Non-white. So when I played a gentleman that had PSG, he had 5 players on that team. 2 of them were supposed to be there. He had Mbappe, he had Messi, but the other 3 players were from 3 other teams. And they were all from Premier League teams, like Erling Haaland, which plays for City, Manchester City, was not supposed to be on PSG. And I don't remember signing up for fantasy mode when we play online because I just wanted to play online with the teams that exist.
Right.
So, to me, EAFC is not the move. I'm going to continue to play FIFA 23 and just hope. Which the contract did expire in 2022.
Right.
So I'm just going to hope that FIFA maintains the server quality and keeps uploading rosters and keeps updating rosters and boosting players and nerfing players as they do. Yeah. But that $600 million deal is something serious, because if they start taking away the Premier League, that's a big league. That's
and then here's
the most profitable league, at least.
Here's the other thing too. I think this is kind of going to be their test drive, because I think they're trying to see, especially with how things are going now in the economy and with the games being $70. I think they're trying to test run the live service thing,
That's
because
true.
I feel like EAFC is going to be kind of like the setup for Madden, like just as a service and not even a game anymore, just
True.
because it's going to be supremely hard to talk about, or even like get people to buy a Madden game at $70 a pop. Now, granted,
it'll happen.
yeah, I know. Granted, like I was just about to say, it'll happen, and that's one of the games I'm going to talk about on tonight's show. Also has that same effect to where, like, yeah, it's that price, but it is what it is. But I think it's on the good side of that versus being on the bad side of that. I don't want games to go up to that much, period, because I think,
will.
yeah, I mean, we talked about that anyway. It's coming, but they've got to come with the real. Like, you can't just put anything out, and I think game developers are going to see this is going to take a lot more than what they thought to, like, just push that out. I mean, some games don't have that, but
I'm kind of curious because Nintendo came out and said that it'll be on a case-by-case basis.
Right, and I think that's the smartest thing to do.
No, it's not smart. It's not smart at all. Either be all the way in or all the way out, because what they're going to do is gouge the games that people want to play.
Mm-hmm.
Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Kart, Fire Emblem. And then they're gonna BS, $59.99, $49.99, all the lesser games.
Kirby, any of the games that people really don't want to play for real, or games that know are gonna make it, like Mario Superstars or All-Star Baseball, the Mario Rabbids game, things like that.
Oh no, that's gonna be a 70 game. That's a popping game.
You know what? Yeah, I was about to say it's popping, so they might be 70.
The next Pokemon, all of the Pokemons are probably going to be anywhere from $59 to $69. They may.
Yep. I agree with you, and I'm gonna talk about that more because that was one of the subjects that came up after the Nintendo Direct. Is that Tears of the Kingdom's been announced at 70, which I'm gonna talk about the good and bad parts of that.
Apparently, you can save some money on it if you go through a couple of channels. But
right, you know what I'm saying, but it's so
it's a toss-up.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But I think that's what this is, bros. I think this is them trying to gauge how they're going to do that, because Madden's going to sell, but eventually that top off is going to happen. So where people you don't get as much money as you used to, and then before you know it, EA, it becomes a problem for them. Well, if we ain't making this much money, then we'll need to be producing it at this much, blah blah blah. So, yeah, so that's interesting. I'm glad you did a report on that, because I was worried. I was wondering about that myself, like how they were going to really do that, especially with FIFA. And then I was saying that about the players. I was like, how they, because some players have exclusive contracts tied up with FIFA. You know what I'm saying? FIFA may not want them to even associate with EA, but then again, if they're doing this where you can unlock them, that's probably where the monetary things are coming in, to where like you can play for this amount of time or $10, and it's
see, I only played the game for maybe a day or two, because by the end of the first day playing it, I was just getting frustrated. It didn't feel like a good soccer game.
Right.
Like, it just felt very made. I know it was made in spite of, but it felt very cheaply to be made in spite of. Like,
yeah,
I got a soccer game too.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of,
and it's not as good.
It's effort, right?
Yeah,
and that's not fair, because y'all deserve that. Y'all FIFA football fans been with them since the beginning, so they gotta treat y'all right. Because y'all with them when they split up the World Cup game from the original FIFA and the UEFA FIFA game from the FIFA game.
2014 when they released the World Cup on 360. Oh my god!
Yeah, that was like 6 or 7 games they did that shit on, and it's I totally y'all deserve to have a good FIFA game, because y'all been with them from the beginning.
And this one is good, not only because it has the World Cup stuff in it, and you can play through all the matches and all. They pay the commentator. They get the actual commentators from those cities. I don't see why. There's even what's the Apple TV show with
Ted
Lasso.
Yeah.
There's even some stuff about that in the game.
Yep.
So I don't know. I appreciate FIFA. To me, they did a lot of things. They did a lot of things wrong, like trying to re-release FIFA Street in 2013.
Yeah,
which is goofy, but it's a whole mode. They did the smart thing and just adopted that game and put it as a mode specifically in FIFA that you can play. That's got all the tricks and stuff. Adding World Cup into it. That's 5 game modes to play. If you do career mode, online play, Ultimate Team, Volta, which is the street stuff, and World Cup mode.
Yep.
That's 5 modes. That's 4 modes more than most sports games.
What I'm hoping is that both FIFA and EA come to an agreement with each other after they see themselves on because FIFA's not gonna find unless they just go in and sweet talk 2K and 2K really dedicates people to it. They're not gonna find another sports people or a sports giant that's gonna really want to work on this unless they go find some third party somewhere. You know,
FIFA got to stop embezzling and stealing money and stuff.
Bro, that's
which I think they're coming to they're slowly coming to the end of that stuff. But no, FIFA got to get their books right first.
Man, that documentary was a trip. Did you watch that documentary on Netflix?
I told you about the damn documentary.
Yeah. Man, ooh, thank you for that. That was good. That was good. But yeah, I agree. I concur. All right.
All right. What you got?
Well, all right. So you know me, and you know what I be about, and you know that I know that you know that I can't let a Nintendo Direct come out, Brother H, and I'm not talking about it, especially one as fire as this one. Now, big disclaimer, real quick, for everybody who's already talking shit about, oh, here comes Rockman, ask the fanboy. Let me tell you something. Absolutely. Now, this is only for us. This is another one of those directs where Nintendo said, hey,
we don't care about anybody else.
Nobody else. And I was like, oh. But listen, they did a great job. So I gotta talk about a lot of the games I think they did. Now, I'm not gonna sit up here and fight y'all on because some of the stuff was absolutely a cash grab. And I was just like, wow, really? That's because remember one of the things that happened, we were just talking about not too long ago. You're like, they gonna never do it. And I'm like, they're going to do it. They're just waiting until, and then when I saw that, I was like, damn. So
don't you hate when I'm right, brother? Don't you hate it?
Right. We were both right because you were just like, they're never gonna do it. I was like, but then they did it. I was like, they're gonna do it when they're just like, oh, we got nothing else put out. And I was like, well damn, that was early. So,
go ahead and start from the top.
So let's start from the top. First, let's start with some simple stuff. Now, I'm super excited because as an RPG fan and Nintendo fan, they pretty much wrote me a love letter and said, this is for you. Thank you for always supporting the Switch. A lot of great things were announced in Nintendo Direct. Octopath Traveler 2, which the demo dropped same day. A new Fantasy Life that we've been waiting on. Me and my boys, my 3DS boys, been waiting on. Again, coming out, they're dropping that, but they don't have a demo out for it yet, but we're waiting on it. Sea of Stars from the guys, some of the teams that worked on Chrono Trigger, and it was heavily inspired by 90s RPGs. Demo for it dropped. We were like, oh my God, I downloaded all these demos. The Game Boy Color, Game Boy, and Game Boy Advance finally comes to the Switch. Now, we got a lot to talk about on that because we're going to do a lot back and forth. But my first one, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to share a little trailer. So hold on. Let me get this up real quick.
That's how you go ahead. Because I got an answer for every one of these games.
And let me see. Let me share. Let me present my screen. Entire screen. Yeah, share audio on the tab. Let me see. Hold on. First, I'm going to play it. Can you hear it? Could you hear that? Turn down some. Okay. Is that good?
Yep.
All right. Let's show this off.
Take my glasses off so you can tell when I'm asleep.
Fantasy Life game.
Terrible.
While exploring the once thriving island, you'll meet a mysterious girl. Then travel between past and present to make the island your own. Become a woodcutter, cook, blacksmith, paladin, magician.
I can't wait.
and more.
Oh my god.
Take on different roles to develop the island. How will you rebuild? This
Terrible.
life is yours to live. After 1,000 years, the restoration is about to begin. Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time.
Oh, good. That one's over.
All right, so I just real quick, I just want to say this, man. Level 5 stole the show, and if you don't know who Level 5 is responsible for one of the Dragon Quest games in partnership with Square Enix to help them bring that on PS2. They did Rogue Galaxy, which Rogue Galaxy was really good. They also put out the astonishing, gosh, what is it? Professor Layton, which that's also coming back.
That's like he's getting another one.
Yeah, which I didn't think we were ever going to see him again. But Level 5 guys back in the day did a lot of great things for the DS and 3DS. And it's great to see this game come back out because me and my homies on the 3DS gang, we played this all day religiously. And we got all our friends into it. And so now we saw the sequels coming out. We're just like, oh my God. So I can't wait. It's coming out to the Switch. I'm super excited. Sometime in 2023. That's all we know. Now, the other trailer I want to show real quick before you move on to yours is I actually do want to show the trailer for the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance announcement. So let's check that out.
I assumed you was gonna go through the whole list. You ain't talking nothing about Zelda.
No, not yet, because I want to bring that up later. Let's go because I got to spread this out. This is a family meal, so I got to spread it out real quick.
You ain't talk about the new wave of Mario Kart crap.
You
get Birdo. You get Birdo in this one. Kiss my.
Hey, man. They try to make that expansion thing work.
No, they're trying to milk that money out of you. That's what they're trying to do. Think about it, brother. They just want your money. They don't have to put out nothing new. They just keep feeding you that bullshit, baby. They just feeding you that bull.
Listen, Mario Kart 9 gonna come out on the Switch 2 or whatever they gonna call it. But
no, because the Switch is definitely done.
Oh, it is definitely
100% done.
But
if we don't get a new console within the next I ain't gonna say 2 years. It's 23. Switch has been out since what, 17?
Yeah. So about what? Like
that's a 6 year. 25. That's a 6 year.
Yeah, give it 25.
I'll give him 24.
Okay, all right, fine. Give him 25.
Nah,
anyway, before you move to your first story, sir, I also want to share, or your next story, sorry. I want to share this trailer to show off the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance. Check it out, y'all. Hold up.
Anybody gonna use it, but just play Pokemon Red and Blue again?
Hey, I played Tetris for hours. Hush. It's great.
Ooh, Tetris.
Hey.
Said nobody ever, my
guy.
It's
amazing to me. Love it.
It's Tetris.
Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online. On Nintendo Switch, you can play these anytime, anywhere, just like you could back in the day. Let's introduce the games that will be available at launch. Tetris.
Stop it right there. Hit pause.
And aim for a high
Tetris.
Hours, sir. Hours. I couldn't wait. I was like a kid again. And I got the original Tetris on both Game Boy and Nintendo.
I got it on the 64. It's Tetris.
So good. Don't hate on Tetris. Don't hate on it. Tetris was the original Luminous. All right, because Luminous is the same way. Luminous is so good. It's just when you start playing it, it's crack on the screen, baby. It's
was
great.
It good or was there nothing else to play?
No, it's good, man. But you gotta. I also think that you gotta like really enjoy like puzzle type games to really get into Tetris. Because there are people like I'm not the only one. I'm telling you, people around the world, man.
Genre.
I know.
I understand. Tetris is fun for about 25 minutes. Then it's Tetris all over again. It's a section. Next game, please.
Score. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Reclaim the castle that Wario stole from you. The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening
Pause.
DX.
Yeah, now this one, I gotta say, real quick. If you already have Legend of Zelda, Link's
Awakening already came out on the Switch, brother.
On the Switch. I wouldn't recommend. I mean, if you already have the online thing, it's free. But this is the original part of it. Matter of fact, this one even has the hidden levels that you can only get by having the little like e-reader. So they got everything in this one. If you ever wanted to try the original, it's here. This is what we played. This is the DX version because they also made just a regular version where it's just Game Boy, but this is the color version as well that particular game was remade from. It's really great. So,
but my brother, why would I buy a game? Why would I? Well, it's free, so I'm already getting it.
But
I've already paid. But I've already paid for Link's Awakening that came out last year, brother.
Well, now you get a chance to see the Genesis, brother.
But if I've already, but I'm old. I'm not as old as you, but I'm in your age bracket. I played it already, brother.
I know, but you already played GoldenEye as well too, and you still got that one back. And if they made a remake of GoldenEye, you buy that too.
I don't know about remake. I don't know.
Like full HD, not the what we got, but like they just redid it in HD.
I'm not even gonna hold you.
The controls and stuff.
I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I beat the first 5 levels of that game, and then I realized
like
this game was hard.
This aged poorly. All right,
this game was hard.
It was
as balls,
especially when you put on Double Agent and Secret Agent.
Oh no, bro! We was just struggling, and then I remapped the controls and everything. It's easy. Mm-hmm. Like the controls is not what made the game hard. It's just game is tedious.
That game is tedious. You had a lot of things, and there's a lot of things you wouldn't know until you already done the objectives. Like, how would you know to go to this one particular terminal out of all the little generic terminals that were in that game?
You finished the level. Finished the level, but you didn't complete your objectives. So you again. But why would you buy a game that you already bought previously, brother? Think about it,
brother. So you know the genesis of where you're trying to go in the future. Therefore,
but they just
pay the ancestors respect while you go forward, brother.
Don't try to out-hotep me, brother. They are just trying to reap your money again from what they have already reaped of your hard work before and of your ancestors, brother. Your ancestors slaves so you could work today. Save your money, brother. Don't buy this. It's okay. Next game. And anyway, then Mario 2. It's free. Mario 2, really? For real? Mario.
Hey, that was a bang. Have you played it? Play it. You got it for free. Play it. I
know I got it for free. I'm play it.
That was a banger. Because it was different. Everybody thought it was the same game on Nintendo. It's not. It's a different adventure altogether. Play it. It's amazing.
Different adventure, different levels, same game. Next game. Or next thing, whatever. All right, come on. I got something for every one of these.
Cape Covalent Island. Gargoyle's Quest.
Classic right there.
The Spire brand from the Ghosts and Goblins series. Game & Watch Gallery 3.
Another classic.
Playing assortment of Game & Watch titles.
Who finna play this nonsense?
Me.
Alone in the Dark. The new.
Now this is the only one I'm just like, why?
Mystery on the supernatural Shadow Island.
I don't even know what this is.
Metroid 2: Return of Samus.
The real Metroid 2.
Hiding on planet SR 380.
Metroid already getting a remake.
Yeah, but okay. Now this is where I step in.
Already getting the remake, brother. They just trying to make you buy the game again.
This is true, but this is Metroid 2. The only time Metroid 2 has ever been remade is on the 3DS. It has already had a remake, but it's only available on the 3DS, which people can't even play it if they don't have a 3DS. So again, this is actually a big achievement because that's the real Metroid 2, and it was only put on the Game Boy because for whatever reason, Nintendo said, hey, it'd be cool to just put one of our flag games on a Game Boy and make it to where it's exclusive for the Game Boy. This is one of those things. aside from that 3DS remake, it has never been remade. So this is actually something the fans have asked for, and Nintendo kind of delivered. So I can't hate on this because this is something we wanted. And then of course Metroid Prime Remastered. That's of course the Metroid Prime series, which is a different game. So.
But still, you're already getting some Metroid this shit. You don't need this.
No. One Metroid is not the same as another, sir.
You got a remake last year. Or not a remake. You got, what was that, 3?
That was the real one. That was the actual
real
sequel.
one. Whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That was another story. That was Metroid. I forgot what it's called. Metroid Dread. So it's a different story altogether.
Whatever. Next game.
All right.
I don't know about that Gargoyles in that other one. So.
The Gargoyles is a Capcom
game.
They took the Gargoyle from Ghouls and Ghosts and gave him his own adventure game. It's really good. It's a lot of fun. Another one I recommend everybody playing.
Wario Land 3. Traverse a world that changes day and night based on your actions.
Wario.
It's a bang. This one is so much fun. I love
Wario Land. I'll give you that.
Kirby's Dream Land, baby.
I'll give you that one.
Kirby's debut title.
That's fine. I can deal with this. That's a classic.
Banger.
You can use the Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Color screen filters.
Useless settings that I don't need.
Play compatible games.
Hey man, that's for me. That's for people who are just like, hey, I think you can play online. Look what's coming in the future.
Remember when we didn't have, graphics to worth it? Sorry.
That's true. Oh, and here we go. Now here's the Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack. Here are the games that you can play at launch. Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3. Play 38 extra levels from the Nintendo e-reader accessory.
I just want to stop this real quick. Let me say this, and this is one of the things. This is one of my beefs I had with Nintendo. The way they did that back when that came on Game Boy Advance was horrible. Not the game itself. Super Mario 3 is a classic, however you get it. But the wording and the numbering system they had for that was the dumbest thing ever, because they confused so many people when they came to GameStop and would be like, hey man, I want Super Mario Advance 4. And I would have to explain to them, this is just Super Mario 3. So if you've already played Super Mario 3, you really don't need this unless you just want to play on Game Boy Advance again. Because a lot of people thought it was a new Mario. I still won't forgive Nintendo for that, because that was a very dumb way of putting that out. But
they're Japanese, brother. They don't understand the language.
Yeah, this is true.
We don't even understand the language because it's not our language. It was taken from our language was taken from us, and we were forced to use this one.
Tell them about it. Plymouth Rock, man. Plymouth Rock. All right, let me go back. Here we go. This one.
WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro.
That is amazing. Please play that game.
I do miss WarioWare.
That's how we got the whole WarioWare thing. This was also fun. This is a Japanese import, but it's a lot of fun.
Mario Kart
of course,
Super Circuit.
Mario Kart Super Circuit, baby.
First Mario Kart game created for a portable system.
Anything to not, just not bring out
Mario and Luigi
Superstar Saga. Oh my god,
Superstar Saga was man, don't do that. Superstar Saga was good, and unfortunately,
it was fine.
It's not been remade.
The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap.
Hated the Minish Cap.
Size and dive into a big adventure.
It was weird, but I still liked it.
Hated the Minish Cap.
Local and online play is supported for compatible games, and up to 4 players can play together.
We know.
More games.
And then, of course, they're going to bring Fusion, Euro, Golden Sun. Now, let me say this. I am super excited about them bringing the Golden Sun series. You guys, if you have not played any of the Golden Sun, that's one of the best RPGs Nintendo put out. And I really think it should have been on the main consoles. And hopefully we'll see it on Switch again. But I think that's what this is testing for as well. So listen, if you're not played Golden Sun, go try it. It is amazing. It's not out yet. It's coming in the future. You'll probably see it in the next 3 to 4 months, but it's going to be tight.
Sure.
But anyway, that was pretty much all the show on that one, on the Game Boy Advance. So before you move on to your next one, because, I got some other stuff I'm going to talk about. Brother H, how did you feel about the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance?
Not impressed at all. You know why I wasn't impressed? Well, are we talking about the Nintendo Direct period or just the
No, because I got more to talk about from the Nintendo Direct. I'm just let you do one of your stories, and then I'm gonna come back and do more. But go ahead.
I wasn't impressed. I just wasn't. I'm sorry. Not off the strength of 3 mobile game consoles, which in their own right, good game, great systems,
Bangers.
Had I didn't have a Game Boy Advance, but I got a Game Boy SP when they came out, so I could play all of the Game Boy Advance games well after it was time.
Still got my Game Boy Advance player all day.
I mean, I got my original and I got my 2 colors and my SP. So I mean, we can play the library, the length of the library. But as far as that, well, I wasn't impressed. You know why? Because Pokemon Red and Blue wasn't in the list.
But it's coming. You know it's coming, though.
But why don't you start off strong?
Pokemon
would not be as big as it was if Red and Blue weren't as successful as they were. And you know that.
Yeah.
If Pokemon Red and Blue did not come out, we would not be talking about, what is it, Scarlet or Violet?
Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, okay, Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, right. No, it's very true, but I think you got it because Nintendo likes to play the cards like close to the chest, and they do weird things with it. And it's going to come out. I think that's going to be second wave because I think they always want to do first and second wave or shit you're familiar with. And then third and fourth wave are always like, hey, we wanted to bring this from Japan, but we didn't think it worked. But now y'all weird. Try this out. And then when it works, they're like, cool, we'll make a sequel to it. And they just ball out from there. Because, Kid Icarus is still not a part of it. And Kid Icarus was a very big part of, like, the Game Boy and Nintendo culture.
Exactly.
And also, there was no, what was that other one? I'm blanking. I just had it in my head. There's also no Ice Climbers. And, Ice Climbers is big. It's on Nintendo.
Well,
but they
Ice
also
Climbers
had one.
They had one Ice Climbers on. Oh, well, they already got the Ice Climbers from the NES.
On NES. But, like, I'm just, like, there's a lot of other things they can bring out, and they didn't. Because, there's the, I'm blanking on all these good titles that they had on the Game Boy.
It ain't like it's a whole bunch of games. You can put all the handheld games on, like, a flash drive.
You could, but also you got to remember, too, you got licensing. They got it. I know.
I understand.
I know.
But even then, I wouldn't even have jumped there.
Mm-hmm.
I would have put out the GameCube pack by now. I don't know why they hold it out on the GameCube pack. I understand it was the last thing to come out. Now, if they do,
I have a theory. Would you like to hear my theory, Brother H?
Sure, absolutely, brother.
I think they are. I know they're going to do a GameCube one. We both know.
They will.
I think they're going to drop that the same time as they drop the Dreamcast pack. Because I'm telling you, Nintendo has to dream. I'm almost positive they got the Dreamcast rights, and they're going to put out some fire.
At this point, Sega. I can't say Sega ain't doing nothing because that Sonic Frontiers game is fire.
It's El Fuego, sir. El Fuego.
But why wouldn't you start out with the game? Well, first of all, I understand they are moving in some sort of order. Doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Why would you not start off with Heat first and slow burn your way down to NES?
Because Nintendo is the old samurai that you think like done for the count, and then they take out this hidden blade technique that they had to teach the main character and use that for the first time that we're seeing on the show. And then before you know it, you realize Nintendo is one of the baddest samurais that ever was. So I'm with it.
That would have been true. That would have been true if they dropped bangers every wave. But they don't drop bangers every wave.
They don't. It's not always hits.
They don't drop bangers every 2 waves. It takes a minute to get there. They might be an old wise samurai, but they also got dementia and they're also blind and can't hear.
That's true, but at the same time, man, I mean, even Microsoft used one of their own moves.
Oh,
Hi-Fi Rush. You know what I'm saying?
Microsoft is 100% just as guilty of just like, what is he doing?
What are we doing? What's happening?
Write down in my pad what he's doing, then I'm going to do it.
Right. So
I take Microsoft like a clock that's losing its battery life. Like a regular clock with a battery. Like, yeah, it worked. It keep the time. Every
It'll be
now and
right 2
again,
times.
it'll just be like, it's 3 o'clock. No, that clock say 5:45.
It's 3 o'clock.
It's
Tell
3
you.
o'clock. So I treat Nintendo like a broke clock. It's right about twice a day. Hits and misses, baby. I gotta call a strike and a ball and a ball.
No, and I feel you.
Nintendo been striking out a lot to me.
Well, not to me, and only because I'm a fan of the original stuff, and I'm an RPG fan. They have
support
been
the hell out of the JRPG game.
Woo, the JRPG community right now is eating good. Like, we got too much stuff coming out this year. I can say that beyond a shadow of a doubt. Too much stuff. Too much. Y'all, action games, they gave y'all God of War. They're like, this is it, fail. You know what I'm saying? But like us, they're just like, what y'all want? We got a whole 5 pages of the menu. They gave y'all a 1-sheet menu to like Popeyes, and they gave us
that's normally fine
from like Cheesecake Factory. Like, say, here you go. What you want to order?
No, other companies giving us. Nintendo hasn't really come out with anything.
No, it's there. Shin Megami Tensei 5. They had a lot of stuff last year
for you,
and I know, and Bayonetta, the
Pokemon, Bayonetta, all those other games. These are coming out. Bayonetta's not out yet. Pokemon,
no, but Cereza, or the Bayonetta Cereza thing is coming out later on this year. Bayonetta 3 came out last year, so they putting out hits, man. It's just they just not for y'all right now. They not
niche.
I know
it's a niche market,
but the niche market is supporting them. The JRPGs, we showing up, baby. We showing up.
That's the benefit of Nintendo, because it has a whole legion of games that, 1, didn't come here, 2, ain't popular over here for real, except for the community like you. So that's why, to me, Nintendo ain't as high on my list.
And I feel you on
that's that. Just for me, though. That's just me.
But I feel your frustration, because they're not, like, they literally have been writing love letters to us since, like, that direct where I was just like, yo, they popping off. Like, when I did the whole episode just for that direct, like, right. I mean, ever since then, they've been, so I totally get where you come from. And I agree with you. If they're trying to attract anybody new, once again, they're like, nah, just our fans. That's it. This is they keep having the Rock Nation brunch, and they won't let anybody in. Even the Rock Nation brunch let some new people in. Nintendo's just like, nah, man, day ones only. They listened to Drake on that one. It was like, no new friends. So,
hey, that's a terrible Drake reference.
I had to do it.
I know,
but I have more to talk about. But please go ahead. Go to yours first. Let's take a break from Nintendo Direct. Go with yours.
Fantastic. All right. Jesus. All right. So you want to go ahead and get in the trailers?
Yes, let's get into the trailers.
All right. Trailer number 1 that I have a problem with: Indiana Jones needs to die today.
Bruh. Why?
But that movie looked good. That movie looked good.
I wanted to hate on it, but I couldn't. But I was just I
couldn't, because that brought back all the old characters.
I was
looking for a reason to hate that movie.
Brother H, are we in 2023 and still Indiana Jones with Harrison Ford? You know, he just like, man, I'm just here for the check, dog. Just come on, man.
And he ain't dead.
He
ain't dead. Oh my god,
he is not dead yet. No.
So no, I told my mama, and I texted my mother, Mama H, and she was like, "There's a new Indiana Jones movie," and she said, "With Harrison Ford." I was like,
"Yes, surprisingly."
That's what I said. She was like, "He ain't retired yet."
No,
he didn't.
Okay, so Brother H, have you seen the interview or the interview snippet where he said he would let the character die before he lets anybody else play it? And you know what? I fucks with it. I'm with him on that, because no. Mm-mm.
I'm gonna see it. Nah, I can't even not tell you that I'm not gonna go see it. I'm gonna see that movie.
I don't know if I'm going in theaters, but I will see it.
Oh no, I'm going to see that movie in theaters. Because it's got all the old. It's got most of it. I know it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 people returning from previous movies.
Mm-hmm.
from the 80s and 90s
Way
movies,
back when.
not
Yeah.
the most recent one with
Oh,
Shia LaBeouf, Golden Skull.
Aliens, and hiding in the fridge during nuclear blast. Yeah, that's
Yeah, because that works. That's just trying to get it. That's trying to get you to believe that works, brother. So when they drop the bomb on us, they will expect us to hide in the refrigerator where they can come get us because they want us locked away from the world, brother.
And you know who else is a conspiracy from? Big Lead. That's right. Big Lead Company wants you to believe that they're gonna protect
Big
you when they're
Lead.
really poisoning you, brother. Think about it.
You said Big Lead.
Big Lead. That's right.
I've heard of Big Pharma.
Right.
I ain't never heard of Big Lead.
Right with us, you like us. That's what they're trying to do, brother. They're trying to get you right with the punches. And then before you know it, you're sleeping in a lead-filled, like, just bed. No, brother. Don't fall for the hype.
They just using the lead to block your sight, brother. Because like Superman can
blocking
see
the
through
inner
everything but
thoughts
lead, we
but
can't
lead.
see through.
Talk about it. Peak Blackness.
So I don't watch trailers, obviously, but I heard the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 came out. The trailers, whatever. Only reason we're excited about that is because Adam Warlock's coming, and it's gonna be. I don't know what it's. I don't even know what he doesn't even fit in the story at this point.
He doesn't. It looks like they're doing a big kind of bastardization of what he originally kind of did and came in and did. And then on top of that, it looks like this is going to be quote unquote the last Guardians. So I think, which that's kind of smart. I think Marvel is breaking up all the teams and then reassembling teams for like the next runs. So
see, I just think it's because James Gunn got the DC deal and he can't do so much at the same time.
No, well, I mean, kind of that, but then you got everybody leaving because Batista said he's not doing another Drax role. And then like Zoe Saldana will be there for the money, so she's gonna be there. But I think
Pratt will be there.
Yeah, Chris Pratt will definitely be there. So that's what I'm saying. I think they're gonna break.
They just have to replace Drax.
Yeah, and they'll just either replace Drax or they'll put something else and make. Because I mean, even like in the comic run right now, the original Guardians aren't there. So
well, no original team is
just together
still around,
except for Wolverine and X-Men. Or Wolverine and anything.
I say it's Wolverine. The X-Men ain't the same X-Men though.
Right.
Ezra Miller's the Flashpoint movie, whatever. I don't know what you want to call it.
Let me just say this. Me being the person I am about like how he need to be canceled. And
we're gonna use the pronouns right, brother.
They need to be canceled.
Them niggas is crazy.
Yes, they are. He still is. I'm still saying that, but I gotta say, I see why James goes like, wait, hold on, let him cook because the movie is actually pretty fire. I'm not gonna hold you. That preview, that trailer looks like.
I haven't seen this one. I heard. I do hear Michael Keaton's Batman is back.
They got the Batmans. They got the Batmans back.
Now this is gonna be the Flashpoint paradox. That means Ezra Miller's gonna have to fight off. I need to know who's gonna be Reverse. I need to know who's gonna be Thomas Wayne. I need to see who's gonna be Bruce. I need answers to these questions.
Now, the only thing that is I see a notable change, and I kind of get it because maybe this is how he's going to introduce Supergirl into the mix.
Kara's in it too?
Yeah, so Kara's in it. Okay, this is how. So you know how like when they do the original Flashpoint Paradox, Superman is this starved, like skinny version of himself that's been locked away, right?
And Barry frees him or whatever, and lets him hit the sun, and
Well, in this movie, Barry frees Kara. Instead of them capturing Clark, they capture Kara. Okay. And there's no metahumans for some odd reason, which I don't know how that's gonna work. But Zod comes back, and Zod has a whole army. Zod, bruh. Like that's all I was like, bruh. I want to hate on this, I do, but like, depending on how they do this. They might do. I don't know.
Zod from Man of Steel?
Yes.
He was good, bro. He was good.
Bruh. And Kara's supposed to be going up against him. So I was like, I
Because Man of Steel was not a bad movie.
It wasn't, and they got the same dude. I forgot his name, but that mofo was fire inside. And he comes back with the whole crew, and he's like, "I'm taking over Earth. Let's go. Let's get it." And Flash releases Kara because he's like, "This is my fault." And so Kara, who's played by like a good actress, I can't remember her name, but she fits Kara pretty well. They made her dark haired in this instead of blonde, but bruh.
Sure. Whatever.
So she plays the star of Superman in this one, and instead of finding Superman, they find the star of
Supergirl.
So, bruh, I want to hate on it, I do, but like, damn, like it kind of looked fire. Michael Keaton back up in there, he ain't skipped a beat. He looked just like Batman from Batman Returns, which is amazing. Ben Affleck in that, like, yo, Barry, you gonna fail, bro? What if you fail? And he's like, not though.
I just need whichever Batman to stay strapped.
Yes.
Thomas Wayne said, let's go kill some bad guys. I mean, solve some problems, whatever you want to call it, bro. Sir.
So I'm here.
Also, I need a Grifter to show up. I need to see if they gonna
hope we get Grifter. I hope we get Grifter.
The Shazam kids, the Shazam squad or whatever to show up. Yes. I need that to happen. We need to see Aquaman. Fate,
Wonder Woman's like whole yeah. I need all that. So I know certain things have been changed, and that's what we might get instead of Aquaman, because they didn't really show Aquaman, but they did show Zod. They made sure to show Zod, and it's like Zod from Man of Steel was just like, yo, I'm killing everybody. Oh, so I got goosebumps. Yeah, listen, I got goosebumps when I saw the trailer, so I was like, okay, all right, James Gunn, don't play my emotions, brother. Don't play with my emotions.
Well, he makes good Guardians movies, so I'm kind of hyped. And he's gonna give us booster goals, so I kind of gotta let him cook at this point.
Gotta let my man's cook. So I gotta say, look, I'm like the black kid in that black meme. Like,
I mean, we gotta let it happen.
I'm excited.
Spider-Man Noir is getting lit up at Amazon. Did you see that?
No, what happened?
Variety reported, as of yet untitled series follows a slightly older, grislier take on the web-slinging hero set in New York in the 1930s.
What?
It is 100% going to happen.
Oh, dude.
It's not a trailer, but it happened.
I gotta get on that.
But the guy who's producing it, he wrote Mortal Kombat.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on. You're like this close. This close. Okay.
He's developing, he's developing it alongside, but the rest of the guys were on the Into the Spider-Verse team, so we might get a good We might get a good one.
We might get it. I want to say too, speaking of Spider-Man in the comics real quick, just to add to your story, I don't know if you saw, but he has some secret that's about to be revealed in the new comic run. I don't know what that is.
I haven't read a Spider-Man comic in maybe 2 or 3 months, so I'm very behind.
I gotta see this because apparently it's something that's gonna blow the lid off stuff. So I gotta see what's going on with Spider-Man's.
We'll see.
Right.
But as far as trailers go, those are the only ones I saw. There's a trailer for The Last of Us. I didn't watch it. I'm not watching it. I haven't played the game yet, so it's okay. But I guess it was just for like, be sure to catch the next episode of The Last of Us.
Yeah,
I saw.
Because there's rumors flying that The Last of Us 3 is being so. You know, we talked about how not the console cycles, but the development cycles are getting longer, and they're saying there's rumors flying that the third one is actually being in production, is produced for the PS6, and it has it's PS5, but it has the PS6 in mind, kind of like what they did for Last of Us 2.
Sure.
But, so I'm sure they are, because it's going to take them another 5 to 6 years to produce the next one, if they're even going to do that. So
So I got time to play the first one then.
So you have plenty of time. I still gotta finish it because I'm in the middle of it. So that's crazy.
But that's all the trailers that I know about. The Super Mario Brothers. They introduced the rap from the Super Mario Bros. Show.
Yes, they did. You gotta see that commercial. It's not. It's so.
I saw that one.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's.
I've
Funny.
seen the Mario Bros. Commercial. I've seen the Super Mario
That
movies.
was funny. I like how they did that. I'm still nervous though, man. I don't know. I just don't.
Oh no, this movie seems like it's gonna be knocked out the park.
I hope so, man. We deserved that after that garbage we got in the 80s.
It was the 80s. Nobody knew any better.
And cocaine was rapid.
Cocaine's still rapid.
It is facts. But back then there was no bad ideas in the 80s and 90s. No bad ideas.
Have you seen some of the stuff that's out today? It don't seem like there's too many bad ideas now. But I know what you're saying. But that's all. That's all the trailers I got.
Okay, so we're going back to round 2 of the Nintendo Direct. Baby, we got more to talk about. So, all right, on top of Nintendo announcing, all the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color stuff, a lot of RPGs. One RPG they're bringing back, which I've been waiting on for forever, is the Baten Kaitos remake. Now, if you don't know what this one is, I'm about to show you what it is. Great game series. But Baten Kaitos was a card RPG turn-based game, but not the way you think. Because I know you guys are looking, probably scratch your head like, what? Like, how do you even do that? Let me find these pictures real quick and I'll show you. Let's go in a little bit. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Okay, cool. So I'm going to share the screen real quick. All right, okay. So that's Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean. They're also going to have the sequel to it, or basically the prequel that was decades before it, called Baten Kaitos Origins, which is really tight. But both of those will come together. More than likely, there'll be a $39.99 package. This was like one of the best RPGs that came out on the GameCube a while back. I loved it. It was great. So I'm super excited about that. But another remake I'm super excited about, and it's something the fans have also been asking for, is this one. And I was going to wait. You know what? I'll wait and save that for later because that's going to be a cool one. But another one that Nintendo is putting out is Tron Identity, which that's really cool. It's a new Tron game that ties in with the new movie that's coming out. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 got an expansion announcement. That, man, if you're playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3, first off, amazing RPG, and could have been RPG of the year had Elden Ring not come out, but I get it. It's really great. The Xenoblade Chronicles expansion pass always delivers, and you pay. They're only like $39.99, but you get so much content with the game. It's ridiculous. So the fourth pass is coming out pretty soon. It should be here. If it's not here now, it should be here soon. But also, on top of that, just like they did with the last one, they're releasing a side story / whole RPG adventure on its own that you get with the pass. And they showed a nice little preview of it, and then they just kind of didn't talk about it, but it looks phenomenal. I'm going to show it because it basically looks like a grown-up Shulk, which is really cool. And this series is amazing, but I'm going to show it.
You mean She-Hulk, brother. I think her name is pronounced She-Hulk. I don't think she would appreciate being called Shulk.
No, I mean Shulk from
she may not be a sister of color, but she is a sister of color, my brother. She represents the green.
No, brother H. I mean Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles and Smash Bros.
The blonde-haired, blue-eyed brother with the sword, the devil with the sword. That's what you mean, yes.
Yes, that would be him.
You celebrate that devil if you want to.
This new
be your own people.
Introducing Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass DLC.
Lapidurist extraordinaire. What now?
I'm just saying, brother. I know they're Japanese. They don't have nobody that's a little bit darker skinned.
Oh, they
Not
do.
everybody from Japanese is the color of milk.
This is true, but they do. The guy with glasses, he's obviously black, and then they have like a few other characters, but you have to unlock them. But yeah,
of course you have to unlock. Of course you have to trial and grind hard to get the outcome. But the white man doesn't have to try. He just goes and gets his hand, bro.
And coming in volume 4
Here it is.
later this year.
Tell me why? Is this really what you want? Nothing's gonna get through to him. He's a heartless machine.
This means nothing to me because I have no idea what's going on.
there's so much in that one little thing. So let me just kind of, that's all I wanted to show.
It's coming out in 2 days.
Yeah, I know, which I cannot wait for the new stuff. I gotta catch up. I gotta go back and play it. And I have the badge, so I can't wait to get all of my new stuff that I've missed. But so to break down what you saw in that was a grown-up version of Shulk, and that was also a grown-up version of Rex from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And then now there's a lot of rumors speculating. So the Xenoblade Chronicles series derives from Xenosaga and Xenogears, which, if you hadn't played any of those, Xenogears was this great RPG for PlayStation by Square Enix. But the team left Square Enix, and Square Enix was like, hey, you can't use anything from Xenogears when you make your new series, but you can continue making it. We don't care. So they continue to kind of make the lore and the story around the world. That last person you saw looks a lot like Faye from Xenogears on PlayStation, which, if that's what it is, that brings the story almost in a full circle. So now it's like, what are we doing? And what's the connection between all three? All actual 6 or 7 of the games. Now, for a long time, they've been teasing it. Like, even in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you get to a part where you see the spaceship from Xenogears they showed in the beginning of Xenogears that Xenosaga keeps referencing, but you never see. And then they also talk about it in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. So to see all of that, it's just like, So it's going to be wondrous to see what kind of adventure the game gets up into with that next installment / next little DLC super installment. I can't wait. So that's a big thing. Kudos to Nintendo for that one. But another one I wanted to show off that was really cool and really great. Of course, Pikmin 4 is coming out. But you also have, I don't know if you remember.
Don't know why Pikmin's still coming out in this day and age.
Yeah. People still like it. They still mess with it. But
relic of the GameCube era, sir.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned relics, because one other relic I'd like to speak about, sir, is a little game that I love and you don't know about, nor do you probably care about, but it's called,
as long as you know,
Samba de Amigo.
Sounds Spanish.
Oh, it's super Spanish.
Excuse me.
Shake it, amigo.
3, 2.
This seems racist already.
Move to the beat in a brand new Samba de Amigo game. Grab your Joy-Con controllers and gently shake them like maracas to match the targets during a song.
I just hope your Joy-Cons don't have drift.
It's on screen to pose
yeah.
and dance.
But all my Dreamcast fans right now are going crazy because we never thought we'd get another Samba de Amigo.
Dance with a friend to predict your compatibility in Love Checker. Make sure to show up in style, too. Compete online in World Party. Those with the lowest scores in each round will be eliminated. Keep the beat and aim for first place. 40 songs are included, spanning a multitude of genres from around the world. So grab those controllers and get shaken when Samba de Amigo Party Central shimmies onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
I don't like it.
Instantly, just don't like it.
Too many. I I know plenty of Latin people. None of them can dance. It's okay. No, I'm just kidding.
How dare you, sir?
Another can dance. No, that actually was kind of fun. I will say Nintendo corners the market on getting you out of the chair since the Wii, and the Switch ain't nothing but the Wii realized.
Don't do that. Don't do
It
that.
is.
Don't you
It's
do that.
good. That's a compliment. Like I'll say, to put it in Dragon Ball terms, the Wii was the touch of Ultra Instinct, and the Switch is the perfected thing because I think it's doing everything that the Wii did and more. Right?
Okay. All right.
I don't mean it as a knock.
Okay.
I think it's just like the Switch is the Wii, like fully realized.
I can agree with you on that because they found a good balance. They
Like
found
without all the attachments and all the crap that
Right.
you had to put onto the Wii, now you do it with Joy-Cons.
right, and
Granted,
they found when you give people
Switches-
a choice of being active or sitting down, people are
Yeah.
going to choose what they want to do at the time.
Exactly.
But, yeah. I
Granted, the Switch is a garbage console. Not garbage. It's not a garbage console. It's just it's not a strong. It's a good console.
Hey, that's Nintendo's third best-selling console right now, and it's
I don't
still
know.
like number 2 in the market. So.
It's probably number one.
Yeah, it could
Still,
be number
honestly.
1 right now because PlayStation. Sony likes to PS5s are doing well, but it's like okay, cool. Go in the store right now and try to get me a PS5. Go ahead.
No, okay. I think that actually might be done. I saw. I was in Sam's. Sam's had like 4 of them.
Okay, all
Like
right.
of course the boxes were in the little case.
Yeah,
the
the
little
case,
case at the front.
right?
Best Buy didn't have any last time I went to Best Buy, and I saw one in Walmart over here. So
Okay.
I think they are slowly but surely coming out. But again, the Switch got like 6-year head start on them. So
Yeah.
but and to be fair, I will give the Switch its props. It's
Going
a
strong for them 6 years, brother.
decent
strong.
system. But compared to like the PS5,
Anyway, but no,
that game,
respect-
it looks fun.
Yeah, no,
I can see myself buying that one.
I'm totally going to get it because I hadn't played that since Dreamcast. And Dreamcast, you actually had to like buy the little like maracas, and it was oh my gosh, it was so funny. So I can't wait for that. But also too, going back to the RPGs real quick. So Nintendo's got a wealth of RPGs because of course, like Etrian Odyssey got a bundle pack, so now you can play Etrian Odyssey 1, 2, and 3 for all my fans of that on DS and 3DS. Now you'll have the whole anthology pack on the Switch. That's coming later on. Also, Sea of Stars, the RPG that we all been waiting on for so long, that is coming out this year. They got the demo, y'all. Please go play it. I got it downloaded. I just gotta play it. Sit down and play it. The freaking Octopath Traveler 2, they actually fixed the issue of not having any of the characters connect with one another. Now you'll have their own stories, plus they all have a joint connecting story. So it's gonna be amazing. Oh, it's beautiful, guys. So you gotta go check it out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, that was. I'm just gonna share that, and then I'm gonna save the rest for my third story. But you go ahead, sir.
So your 3 stories are literally all Nintendo Critic.
Yes, because it's magic out here. Magic, sir. Magic. Me as a fan, I'm just like I'm with
I
you.
just can't say that I'm surprised.
I ride for you, Nintendo. You got shooters out here still to this day.
All right. Well, okay. I guess I'll round it out with something recent. So in the wake of last week, Hogwarts Legacy did come out and is a massive success. When I say massive success, I mean it has apparently beaten Elden Ring's first week sales and is on pace to break their end of the year record.
Gotta say, man, it's a strong contender. I'm calling it now. Strong contender for Game of the Year. As much as people want to hate on it.
I have been playing it since it came out, and I love it. There's the only problem I have with the game so far is the combat's a little tricky to kind of get into. Like the lock-on system, you just got to kind of get used to it. But as far, and this is me speaking as a OG Harry Potter fan, this game is perfect. And when I say perfect, I mean every ounce of the setting is perfect. Now, it takes place in the 1800s, which is, however long from Harry Potter, 100 so years as you know it. But when I tell you they got Hogsmeade, the village outside of Hogwarts, perfectly done correctly. The Forbidden Forest looks great. Inside Hogwarts looks just as good as it was described to me when I first read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Nice.
And, it's not just like a paragraph. Like, throughout that book, how Hogwarts is described. And the movies don't do it justice. They never have. Not in any one of them. But how Hogwarts is described in the books and how it plays in the game, perfect. I mean, because Hogwarts is a big castle, but it's also magic. So there are stairways that move. There are statues that move. Even the paintings in Harry Potter world talk. The paintings react and talk. You can talk to paintings.
Nice.
Like the classes that you take potions, you take flying classes, you take herbology, you take defense against the dark arts, charms, divination. All those classes are 100% accurate as they were described to me in every single one of the Harry Potter books. 1 through 8, 7. 8. There's 8. If you count that last one, it was a play. It's weird. It's dumb.
Right.
Don't care nothing about the J.K. Rowling stuff because very early on, there's a transgender person that actually runs Honeydukes, which is the place, not Honeydukes. She runs the Three Broomsticks, which is where everybody goes to get the butterbeer. There's a trans person. Your character, you can set as one gender and identify as another gender. You can even go in the girls' bathroom as a dude, which is even stranger.
Wow. Okay.
I know, crazy. Or maybe I just walked into a guy's bathroom. I don't know. I can't really tell because all the toilets look the same. And they even got a nice magical mirror in there that compliments you on your way in and comments on what you're wearing because it's an RPG. I know I'm very anti-RPG, but I'm certain some RPGs.
We win again.
You know my beef with RPGs is silly shit like turn-based combat and.
If it never started with turn-based, y'all would have loved RPGs. But because it started with turn-based, y'all was like, ugh. But then,
as soon as
y'all get into y'all stuff that has all these RPG elements, you're like, RPGs, I gotta mess with them.
It's really the turn-based. It's just an archaic form, and trying to bring that into the now.
No, it's not. It's not. It's still alive to this day. There's so much you can do with it.
Yeah, okay, and using an abacus in algebra class is also very good. No, it's not.
No, but see, okay, but when y'all talk about turn-based, y'all talk about every time anyone talks about turn-based, it's always like, oh, select what you want to do and then hit. Like, but there's so much more to it. Like Chained Echoes does this cool thing to where you have to stay within a certain meter of threshold in terms of the party morale. Or else you do this much damage, or you do that much damage. It has a lot of strategy to it. That's the whole point behind it. So it's not just select this, fight, do whatever. There's a lot of mechanics on so many different RPGs. But because that's all y'all know is like select, fight, magic, item. It's like that's all you do.
Don't forget run, because you can always run.
You can run, but I'm telling y'all, there's more to it. You just got to play.
Of course, there's more to it.
RPGs.
It's just not what I want to play. Or what most people my age want to play. It's an age thing.
It's not an age thing. It's just it's a preference thing. That's all.
Oh, well, that's a preference. You can't get mad at folks' preference.
I mean, because it's some people your age that love it. Like, look at Big Merch. Shout out to Merch. Merch is an RPG fan. So
he's a Pokemon fan. But
he is an RPG fan.
It is a different strokes for different
Shout
folks.
out to you, Merch.
Different strokes for different folks.
That's all right. Yeah,
some
no,
like
it
turkey,
is. It is.
Some like
just don't forget what we doing for your genres. You welcome.
I'm good. If that's what you got to do, good.
I'm tired of being Assassin's Creed. Take it out. Take it out.
It's ruining the game. It's ruining the game.
Take it out.
Anyway, back to Hogwarts.
Back.
It's It's an RPG, but it's a gear based grind. Different gear gives you different blah 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 blah. And the mirrors compliment you on what you're wearing. They even make comments like if you're wearing something out of the ordinary. I got goggles that make me look like I got newt eyes,
Mhm.
and the mirror's like, "Oh, that's an interesting choice, but it looks good on you." Silly like that, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
The only thing that I'm wishing, I just took my first flying lesson today. So broom travel is going to be a thing. Of course, you get beast travel.
Hmm.
I've tried to kill 7 different animals because I'm a sociopath, clearly.
Clearly.
And I've gotten to the point where you can now upgrade your different tiers. I can't wait to start learning the dark stuff, so I can learn the unforgivable curses because I'm trying to kill something.
Feel you.
They said you could learn the killing curse, and I want to use it. I want to show people that I am not one to be trifled with, even though I am a Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff gang. Also found out that the game changes depending on what house you put in.
Hmm.
Gryffindor obviously has the most storyline options. Ravenclaw has the least. Hufflepuff has one special quest and none of the other houses get. So now it makes you want to play the whole game with all
Hmm.
4 different
All
classes.
4 different classes.
It's
Yeah.
dope. No, this game's fantastic so far. I have no complaints. My character got dreads. I should have named him something more blacker than what I named him. Like his name should have been DeMarcus or something like that, but you know, it's okay. It's cool. I love this game, and yeah, I can see why it beat Elden Ring's first week sales. There's nothing in me that says it won't come close, but it also won't beat Elden Ring. Plus, it's a UK thing. It really kind of is. It's not going to depend on them because I think the UK is going to be behind it one way or the other. But you know, these people that's anti J.K. Rowling or pro Harry Potter, not supportive anti J.K. Rowling, are going to beef. So it's
Yeah.
kind of that.
Yeah. I
Buy
know
the
that's
game.
good.
It's good. If you like Harry Potter. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I know that's going to get in the way of it. That's why I'm like, I think the only reason why I won't get Game of the Year this year is because of Tears of the Kingdom. That's it. Because I think when
I
Legend of
don't know,
Zelda
man.
Tears of the Kingdom comes out, it's going to take it.
Zelda
Yeah.
can be very good. It
Bruh.
can be very good, and it probably will. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, it probably will.
Yeah, like I'm not even gonna say because they have not. If Oichi Amora made a bad Zelda, I don't know of it because like the only ones I'm not even claiming are the ones on CDI. Them shits were terrible, but like he hasn't made a bad one yet with the help of Shigeru Miyamoto and the team and Nintendo. So hey man, if Tears of the Kingdom come out and it's half as good as Breath of the Wild,
It will be.
it's gonna be a banger out here in these streets. I'm sorry. I think it's not to say Hogwarts can't win it. I know those 2 are strong contenders. Anything else that comes out is probably not gonna be up there in the category. But those 2 right now are bangers.
So, but no,
I'm glad though. Y'all deserve a good game after all these
100%
years.
in love with this game.
And okay, let me ask you this, brother H. Have you noticed that only Sony and EA, well, not EA, they've been hit or miss, but really Sony
I was like, not EA.
and EA, just with like the Jedi, they've been doing a really good job of treating like licensed products.
I ain't trusting that Jedi game till it come out.
I know you feel differently about it,
And
but
I'm not even
more
gonna buy
so-
them a game shared because
I feel you, but more so Sony, because Sony, when they like Spider-Man was really good. I got a lot of high hopes for Wolverine if it's anywhere near as good as Spider-Man was.
probably will.
And you know, like I feel like they're doing a great job with good licensed stuff. So I don't know, man. Like, because it's now Hogwarts, because
Well,
basically it's only on Sony and it's by EA, but we know it's by like a team that was shared between the 2.
My thing with Sony is this has always been Sony's bag. Sony's always had the best single player or
games,
action adventure games.
Right.
That's been their bag since the early 2000s. And why they're just now getting into it, I don't understand. But
Facts.
I mean, You see how well they treated God of War since 2001 to now.
Right.
And it's got nothing but better. I know people are gonna say Ascension was trash. Fine,
It
it's
is.
fair. It is, but it gave us a multiplayer that nobody recreated that multiplayer yet.
Can't take anything away from it because it was
That story was god awful.
Yeah.
But this has been Sony's bag. I expect this from Sony. This is what Sony needs to put out.
I'm just impressed, man. Because every Harry Potter fan that I've talked to, it's like they love it. That bought the game, just like yo, I love it.
Oh no, I bought the game.
This is the game.
Jesus, I can't wait to play more of it. I wish they'd add Quidditch in there, but can't have everything. And I'm sure they'll do it eventually.
Yeah, I think they want to do an expansion on that. And I know this is going to have at least 3 or 4 expansions. It's got to.
Yeah.
Because people are hooked on this already, day one.
The only thing they can do to make this game better other than Quidditch is add a PvP.
Woo! That would be crazy. I don't think the world would be ready for that one. But that would be cool.
I don't know. But yeah, love this game. Love everything about it. Go buy it if you want. If you try Harry Potter, if you like Harry Potter. Books or movies, just go get the game.
That's what's up. All right. So you ready for my last coverage of the Nintendo Direct, sir?
Yeah, I've been waiting on you to talk about Zelda all day, and you haven't done it yet. So
already. Now, before I jump into that, because of course we know about that and everybody knows about that, but there's this other cool little game that I want to mention that Nintendo talked about, and I was like, this is pretty cool. And it's a good 4-player action adventure game that I think the whole world's gonna like. I'm gonna show it off real quick. But check it out. It is called. Let me share my screen.
Keep showing me these games. It's not Zelda, and I don't like it.
I know. Just bear with me. But it's called Disney Illusion Island. I know.
Oh no, I actually did want to see this.
Yeah.
It looks kind of dope.
Island.
Dude, it looks very fire.
Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse.
I mean, the animation is goofy as god awful.
Oh yeah,
it's in the classic style.
Yeah,
and
I like the 2D platforming that it's got going.
They did a good job with Epic Mickey and Epic Mickey 2, so I ain't hating.
Right.
Swing to explore every nook and cranny.
And it also gives me Mickey Mouse Capades vibes, but
yes, yeah, I didn't think anybody remember that game. Yeah, that one.
I got that game. That game was god awful. And
do you remember Rayman Legends?
Yeah,
it gives me that vibe too, but with Mickey Mouse characters.
Huh?
Each character's personality shines through in their actions. Up to 4 pals locally can brave the island.
Oh no, yeah, I was 100% gonna get this one because it looked cute.
It's fun. It's something to play with the whole family. Like it's really cool.
I mean, cute in the very most non-homosexual way ever. It just looked like it's cute. I don't know what else to call it.
It's tight, bro. Like I like how this is an original story, and it reminds me a lot of too. And I wish they would. Hopefully, Nintendo either put that on the Super Nintendo or like they'll just re-release the game completely. But I want to see Goof Troop come back. Remember Goof Troop?
Oh yeah,
I love the
Goof Troop was another one.
Yeah, that was a banger out here. So yeah, I wanted to mention that one. Disney Illusion Island. Y'all check that out. But the 2 that came here. Oh, and another one I want to talk about. Splatoon 3, of course, is getting an expansion because Nintendo's all in on Splatoon. Great game. If you don't have it, go play it. WBSC eBaseball.
Don't play Call of Duty
really
like
good.
A real game. Well,
stop it.
WBSC. What's that? What you say?
That is a great baseball game. Where you like. A lot of you are not going to remember this, but it was a nice little Japanese import from the Super Nintendo and N64 days. It's great. And it's actually only just 99 cents. Go pick that up. A lot of fun, craziness. You'll love it.
There's better things about 99 cents.
Terrible.
I'm sure. I don't know. What you need to do is go be playing MLB The Show, Black History Month DLC. That's what you need to do, brother.
Oh, that too. Now, of course, some of the other things I want to mention that are honorable mention that I won't show the trailers to, but they look cool. Deca Police looks pretty tight. It's kind of
Police.
Yeah, it's
Police, brother.
I know. Go ahead, but it looks good. Just When you get a chance, go look at
No,
it.
brother, no.
It's Japanese animation. It's not,
That's
you
the ops, as the children say. No, brother. They have been against us since their very inception. Can't
Trust
support it. Won't support
it. Okay,
it.
well, there's Deca Police. There's that. Another one I want to mention is, of course, Dead Cells Return to Castlevania. That's going to be really tight.
Oh, that's coming out next month?
Yep. We can't wait on that one. That's going to be a lot of fun.
That is going to be fun.
Again, Sea of Stars. I cannot stress how great that's going to be. I would show the trailer, but I know we're running low on time, so I'm not going to show it.
And you got time for one more trailer, bro.
Yeah, which I know that's gotta be Legend of Zelda. But also wanted to mention Ghost Trick is coming back out, which I don't know if you remember that Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. That was on DS. That was a lot of fun.
Okay, yeah.
That's coming back to the Switch. Fashion Dreamer is looking really good, and that's gonna be really cool for people who love like influencer designer stuff. We love Katamari Reroll.
You celebrate that, but Neo Yokio is just bananas.
It was trash. You know that anime was trash. Don't
I liked it.
Don't honestly. Do that. Anyway, trash. But
Katamari Damacy has another game.
Yes, we love Katamari Reroll Royal Reverie. That's gonna come out, and you get a chance to play as the king when he was younger. So that's gonna be tight. But
yeah, because that game makes sense in store.
It doesn't. I'm not, bruh. You just roll up the whole world. That's crazy. Like whoever was hot and did that was just wow.
No, they made it last this long. I don't see no reason to not keep going.
Congrats to them. But of course, I gotta mention Metroid Prime Remastered, which looks amazing. Came out. They dropped it the same day as the Direct, so you can actually get it now digital. It's coming out, I think, the 27th on physical disc. So that's amazing. If you have not played Metroid Prime and you want to see why everybody's like Metroid Prime was the series, go play that now. I think that's $39.99 to get digitally right now, and it is coming out on disc later on this month. But the biggest thing, of course, is my baby, the great Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which looks phenomenal. Now, let me find the English one because I think somehow it's on the French one, which is weird. Okay, here we go. So let's take a look at this trailer, guys. And yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be so good. Coming out May 12th.
$79.99.
Yep.
Rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate.
Wait, he's talking?
And her enemies. Leave no survivors.
All right, this ain't the trailer I saw.
I know. This is the new one.
Just burn the damn castle at this point. God damn.
I know, right? Just why? Why are we even trying to preserve it? Why?
Just burn the damn thing down. No, Dr. Octopus. Oh, good. The kite's back. That was a stupid way to travel.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Oh.
Okay, homing arrows. Oh my god, he can slide. Yeah.
Don't be a hater.
I'm not a hater. I'm just, this is new to me. I didn't see this one.
Oh, you didn't see? Oh man. Oh.
Like I said, I saw the other one.
Oh,
I saw another one. I don't know what it was. Oh, they can't just call it Breath of the Wild 2.
It's Tears of the Kingdom sounds cool.
Alright, yes. I'm with you when you're right.
Please, lend him your power.
Here for it. 100% here for it. Gotta get it
again. Done it again. I cannot wait. I'm super excited for it. Now, so the controversy about the $79.99. So in case you've been living under a rock, Nintendo's like, hey, it's gonna be case by case, but we're gonna do $79.99. Now, this is kind of messed up because all the retailers before they announced this price drop had it listed at $59.99. Even when you went to GameStop and reserved it or anywhere else, it was on the deck $59.99. So they all had to take that down, take that SKU off, and rebrand it as a $79.99 SKU. Now, do I
Did they give their money back? Are they going to link out for the people that already pre-ordered it with the $59.99? Are they going to let you redeem that $59.99, or are they going to make you add that next?
Oh no, you know they're gonna make you add that $20 to a player. They gonna get theirs. You already know. GameStop gonna get their money, and so is Nintendo. So ain't nobody budging on that one. Very much shame. But I will say,
shameful.
While I don't agree with the $79.99 price mark, I mean, it is Legend of Zelda and it is going to be worth it. So I am going to get it, absolutely, because that's like Skyrim. Skyrim was worth $79.99. Skyrim was just amazing. However, I'm with you on that one. I would like it to not be a trend of the whole case-by-case basis, because that's exactly what Nintendo's going to do.
Just going to price gouge the games that they know going to sell.
Anything they know is going to sell, they're going to price gouge.
And if they watch, they're going to catch on, and all these JRPGs that you love so highly and dearly going to be $79.99.
Man, I'm just going to do what I do out here in these streets, player. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16 coming out $79.99. And it's like...
That's Square Enix. That's Square Enix on its last legs to me.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Like, not even its last legs. They're about to go back to doing just RPGs because they don't know what to do outside RPGs.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't agree with the price point. I'm still gonna get it because it's still gonna be a phenomenal game. And I gotta say, even though Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was $59.99, I also would have paid $79 for that. Hell, I paid $99 for it because I got the collector's edition with all the stuff. I actually got the big collection because I didn't have the statue. I got the second one below it because I had like the little stuff in it, things like that.
This one comes with the amiibo. That's all I need.
Yeah, that one comes with
the season pass. That's all I
want. I want that season pass because that season pass for the original one was fuego. So
if they don't bring that motorbike back, that was a waste.
Oh yeah, they come back with that, and I feel like they're gonna make some other stuff too.
Oh yeah, you get the glider, you get the little 4-wheeler joint, whatever.
I want them. I kind of want them to bring Fee back. Can you imagine Fee in like an open world like this?
Because she
was annoying. I was gonna say she was
more than Navi.
I like the Zanpakuto feel that they gave it, but
just let the sword break and let it recharge, and so she can shut up. No, I'm good.
But yeah,
I'm more happy with the sword breaking.
Bro, I gotta say I'm with you though about like because I think we all talked about that. Even C-Dub's wife, Mrs. Ketchum, talked about how like Skyward Sword is probably the only one we don't like in the series. Like it's great, it's a great game. There's no point to it at all.
No one wants a Master Sword backstory. That's all.
No one.
We'll take 18 Link stories backwards, forwards, and sideways.
Listen, you know what I want them to do, and I hope they do eventually. I want a backstory on the Ninja Clan that surrounds like the one.
I want a backstory on Ganondorf, not the big.
Ganondorf would be tight. I would love to see a backstory.
Don't one dude get born into a clan of women every 100 years and don't stir up some shit.
Yeah, that would be dope. I kind of want to because he's the third side. Like he is one of the sides of the Triforce. So you might as well give us the story, man. Let us know what happened. Let us know.
Or Vati. I'll do Vati. Vati wasn't bad.
I'd like to see. I'd like to know more about the Twilight Princess. I like her to come back because I like that. I gotta be among the few people because some people really dog Twilight. I was like, Twilight Princess was good. What are y'all talking about? I love Twilight Princess. But I'd love to see her
get that ending cutscene.
What now?
Still need to finish it. I never saw the ending cutscene.
Oh, so you can see, yeah. But I liked her because she, you know what? I think she's the only companion that didn't bother you that much. Because you're right, Navi.
No, she did. She
Really?
did. She did.
Well, yeah, I guess. When you're a
She
wolf,
used to talk crap to you
yeah,
while
when you're
you're
a
a
wolf,
wolf.
yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, all right, I'll give you that.
That's why I like Breath of the Wild. It's by myself.
That's true. You were just cruising out here, just
Solo dolo. Didn't have to listen to nobody.
cutting the grass, flying. You just out here, you know, what I'm saying? Living your best life.
Only had to deal with the inner machinations of my mind when we had to go relive the ancient
the memories?
Champions League, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, me, myself, and I. That's all I need, brother.
So, nice reference. So yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait for that. I'm very excited as an RPG fan because again, Sea of Stars, which as soon as I get done with this, I'm gonna go play because I got that and I got the prologue to Octopath Traveler 2 to play. So I can't wait, man. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. But that's all I got. It was a wonderful Nintendo Direct for me as RPGer. Brother H, how did you feel about the Nintendo Direct?
Like I feel about every Nintendo Direct. They don't give me what I want. They give me they give crap. Very, very half-assed in my humble opinion. But that's because Nintendo's not the company for me. Maybe back in the 90s, sure. Not now. Told you we can't see that. That's why we put up the picture, and that's terrible. But no, it's Nintendo's gonna do what Nintendo's gonna do, and they'll get my money one way or the other. But I think I'm gonna treat it for the exclusives, which they don't even give me that anymore because I haven't got a new Mario game about 4 or 5 years now. Haven't got a new Mario Kart game in a whole generation.
Hey man, it's coming, man. They've been working on other stuff. They've been
yeah. Working what you get at.
Why is Nintendo the black bush when it comes to that? Hey, Nintendo, we gonna get a new Mario? I feel like you're starting everybody with the real issues. Okay, we got new Smash Brothers out.
Don't even have a new Smash Brothers. Supposed to get a new Smash Brothers. We don't need a new Smash Brothers, actually. Ultimate's
no, because Ultimate's gonna be, the Ultimate was good.
But you know what? Yeah, it's just milk Pokemon until death.
That's it. It's like, can we get a Mario Kart? Huh? I heard. You know what? All right. I know what y'all want, man. Fine. I'm gonna give you another Fire Emblem. No, we have plenty of those.
Got 10 of those. We have had 10 in the last 10 years. Don't need another one. Good on that. Mario Kart, Mario, Zelda.
Nintendo, we ever get another Luigi's Mansion? I feel like y'all are just.
The other game was 3. No, we got 3. We got 3.
You're right.
We got 3.
No, they need another. You know what they need? They need another Super Peach. That's what they need.
No, don't need that. Like I said, like me, brother C-Dub said, many shows ago, you had the formula with the Nintendo Switch Online. You had the bag, and then you fumble the bag when you start putting out crap. I understand that the games that are on there are nostalgic, they are part of history, and they are beautiful games to be played by the people that appreciate them. But put your best foot forward every time. So with the Super Nintendo, clear your licenses. Do whatever you got to do. Put good stuff out. Super Star Wars is still out there. Still ain't being played. Took us months to get Super Mario Kart. With the 64 stuff, it took you this long to get GoldenEye, Mario Party, which they just put another one out. I think they put 5.
5, yeah.
Yeah, but they just put 5 in the last wave.
But Brother H, what about Wave Race?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You said that when your whole test that last time. You're like, man, F Wave Race. I was like,
Wave Race.
Oh. And you know what I want? I want 1080. I want them to re-release Avalanche.
1080 what? You know that don't exist. Oh no, 1080. That's all it can get. I'm sorry.
1080 F. Oh, dang. Oh. You can't do that.
Oh yeah, my brother. I'm not above humor. I'm not above punching down. I don't understand why people don't.
You ain't do that. See, that's uncalled for. You ain't had to hit the little bell.
But
Dave's trying. Him trying.
they finally got. I think they finally put F-Zero on the 64 pack. I feel like I saw it.
Yes. Yeah, it's on
Okay,
there.
they did.
Yeah, it's on there.
This is good. Still waiting on the Conker's Bad Fur Day come back. They put Pokemon Snap up. Sure, great. What about Pokemon Stadium though? And Pokemon Stadium 2.
I think the first stadium's up. 2 is
The
not
first
up.
one is 2's not up. Yeah.
And then neither is the one from GameCube, which was kind of the pinnacle of the series. But I really think I know, and I get it, but I think they're waiting to put out the GameCube section on its own, which we know it's coming. But some of that stuff they're saving. Like I have a feeling we're gonna see, we're gonna see Twin Snakes on there. We're gonna see Geist, Beautiful Joe 1 and 2. I think that's why we hadn't seen a pack re-release for that.
It better be.
You know,
all these things better happen. Otherwise, Nintendo's wasting. Nintendo is doing nothing but gouging money. And alternatively, the same thing for Game Pass. Game Pass puts out. Game Pass's whole mindset is quantity over quality.
Yo, like I'm
they put out so much crap, it's impossible to be like.
I'm starting to really like okay, like, and I'm not hating them because they're still doing a good job. Like I think I'm hoping Atomic Heart is going to be good. It looks good.
It does.
But yeah, like I told you a few episodes ago, man. Thank God for indies because they saving the industry right now. Because have we not have indie games, we'd be bored out of our minds with just the AAA and the old titles they trying to just.
Well, yeah, if you rely specifically on AAA titles, Microsoft is very slow, and the way this merger with this acquisition for Activision is happening, it don't look like it's going to happen anytime soon.
Bruh.
So it's whatever. But as far as those two things are going,
yeah.
If it wasn't for AAA titles that I got now on Sony, oh my god.
It's
plenty of stuff to play. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, and you're right. I agree with everything you're saying because it overall for all three, it's been a slow fucking 2 years, man. Like it's hard to put out AAA titles now because
I understand
they've spent too much money on marketing sometimes, and then they don't spend enough money in R&D, or they just don't have enough people, or they think they have a lot and they hire all these people and then fire them. It's just too much reconstructing. But I'm hoping, man, that changes because that's just like and this just bring this up real quick before we go. Did you know they said like Midnight Suns by Marvel was a flop, and it's actually a good game. They're like people just didn't buy it.
It's because people still got a bad taste from Avengers, from Crystal Dynamics' Avengers game.
I mean that's true, but this is like the XCOM, game that we wanted with Marvel superheroes.
It's only been out 2 months at this point.
Yeah, but it came out of bad. Like you can't. I hate when companies try to release it during November or December because that's Christmas time. That's a bad time to release a game.
I'm about to say it came out in December, so
yeah, that's a bad time.
Plus, they've got DLC coming down the pipe. They've already said they were. So I'm not worried about that. I haven't gotten it yet because it just wasn't on my list of things to get. I try to get and play with
so many. Yeah, and then there's so many.
Go down the sale, I get it.
Yeah, and like especially now with that's the one thing that the gaming industry is gonna have to get used to because like the $70 thing, they're gonna have to really bring the noise. Just get used to like, hey, people getting their stuff on sales and just those initial sales being slower because man, that's tough.
But no, that's it. That's the long and the short of it. So
okay, but yeah, that's mine. I loved it. As an RPG fan, Nintendo fan, they wrote a love letter to me. So, but that was a Nintendo Direct. And I'm still, Microsoft to bring us that Starfield Direct because I need that, baby. I need it.
Well, that's a different show.
I know.
But yeah. Close the show out. So
all right. Well, guys,
people long enough.
We have. Thank you for riding with us. This has been a wonderful show once again. Of course, you can find us everywhere. The Nerd Plate, even on Twitter, it's @NerdPlate. You can check out our Patreon. give there, give responsibly. Shout out to all our Patreon people. We love y'all. As well as, you can catch us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that great stuff. So, until next time, guys, just cherish the time you have, cherish the people you have, and we love you guys. I'm Rockman3K3.
And I'm Brother H.
And we'll see y'all next time. We out. Happy Black History Month. And remember, celebrate Black creators.